Hi guys, this is Java NetBeans object-oriented of inventory management system. So let me show you guys how it works. If I click on reset, there we go, everything is gone. If I click on rice there, I can enter how many bags of rice I want, and in there, here as well, let's go for wine, vodka, 45 of those, and whiskey, 6 of those, tea maybe 1, coffee 5, and water maybe 65, and so on. So all I then need to do is to click on total there. So what I'm going to do now is take you guys straight into Java NetBeans development environment. I will put one of these together, guys. So let's do that now. Hi and welcome to Java NetBeans object-oriented inventory management system. I'm going to start by clicking on file, select new project. Alright, now let's select Java and make sure Java application is selected. Click on next, and then let's give that project a name. In there I'm just going to enter OO underscore inventory. It's OO underscore inventory. Okay, I'm going to uncheck the create main class and click on finish. Alright, my project file is ready. Let's right click on it, then select new JFrame right there, and then let's give our project a name. I'm going to call it OO underscore inventories with an S. Copy that and enter inventory system there. Alright, so let's click on finish. Now that my form is ready, select the form, right click and select set layer, and let's change the layer to absolute layer. There we go, the system is now absolute layer. You can see the blue around the form itself. Now let's come into the project, or the property actually. Let's select the property here, and in there let's go to codes, then generate. Let's select center, and in here I'm going to change that to 1400 by 700 there. The next thing I want to do is to come straight to the palette here. Let's select panel, J panel, and just paste it right there. That will be for my title. Select the property and change the appearance of this panel. Let's come straight to the properties, and the border, now the back color, let's change the back color to black. Let's set that to black. Right, and just drag it down much. Okay, let's change the border. I don't like the color of the edge. Let's change the border of that to black as well. Border. Okay, says no border. Okay, I'm going to change the border. Let's change the color to something lighter and make it about 8, and click on OK. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, maybe a little bit darker. Let's come back in there. Let's come to the border there, color, right, a little bit darker. Click on OK. Alright, that's much better. Okay, the next thing I want to do is let me grab another panel. Let's paste that in here and change the property, the border style of that panel. I'm going to make that line, make that 4, and the border color, I'm going to go for these as well. Click on OK, and there we go. Just drag it that much. Yeah, and let's copy that and paste it in there. Drag it here. Yeah, that's fine. Bring it down. Okay, the next thing I want to do now is to add more components here. Let's come in for checkbox, one here. Let's change the details of that checkbox to approximately, let's go for maybe 20 bold, 20, okay, 24 bold. Alright, then let's grab text field, one text field here, and change this one to 24 as well, 24 bold there. Okay, so in here, let me just right click on this very plain and change it to absolutely, and the same thing for this as well. Copy that and paste them in here. Alright, yeah, change this to absolutely as well. Where is it? Absolute, there we go. Okay, now copy and paste, drag. We need about 5 of those. There's 2 here. Yeah, one more. Okay, the same thing here. Copy, paste, paste. Alright, let's come right down a little bit. Okay, we're going to now need one combo box here. No, we need plain. Let's get a plain on board. Yeah, just increase the border style of that border. Maybe we go for 8 and just change the color. Yeah, let's go for 8 for these ones as well. Make that 8. Yeah. And right in here, I'm gonna need labels. Let's grab a label. Need one here. And I also need, yeah, I can just copy this, copy, and dump it right there, bring it down. This very label, let's change the property to 24 as well, 24 bold. Right. Now, this plain, so that I can range it properly. Let's set the layer to absolute. Okay, that one is gone. Let's grab another one there, paste it in there. Okay, now the next thing is I'm going to need some buttons. Let's grab a button right here, one here, and these, we actually need more of these though. Copy it and just paste it in. Copy that, paste there. Let's copy this button, or change the property of this button first, then we can copy and paste. Right. Okay, now let's grab one label here, copy a label and just dump it up here. Yeah, that's the label there. Let's change the border style of that very label. Border. There we go. I'm gonna make that maybe 8 and come right in here and change that to that. There we go. That's fine. And the content, not that text. Let's change the text to about 60 there. And this, let's change this to absolute as well. Right. And the text property of that label, I'm going to change that to, let's come in here. Yeah, that's fine. And then Let's align center, horizontal align. Let's get it centered. And I'm going to enter object oriented inventory system. There we go. Yeah. Now let's run it and see. Compile and run. Before I can run it, maybe we should come straight to the run property here, a dialog box. Set main projects. So let's look for it. There we go. OO inventory. Yeah. So I can now verify that it's selected anyway. Yeah, it is selected. You can see it. So I can now directly run it. Here, running it for the very first time. Click on OK. Okay, this is how it looks, but I haven't finished with the design yet. So what I'm going to do now is let's do one or two things and just speed up the whole design. Okay, I'm going to exit, come back in here, and here the buttons. Yeah. And in here I'm going to have a label. Let's copy one label, copy and paste, drag it here. So right down in here I'm going to need an image. Right, let's go to the properties and come to icons like that. Let me grab an image here, and right here I have my icon. Let's select it all. I think maybe I can settle for one of these, maybe this one. Right, that's fine. And there we go. I need to delete the text content in there. Get rid of that. Okay, that's my logo there. Let's copy it and paste it somewhere. It's another one here. And now let's change the back color of these let's change it to black. Right, let's come. The first thing, I'm going to change all of these. Yeah, okay. Hopefully I should know where they are. Properties, back color, make that black. Right. I'm gonna have all of these here. Let's change the text content to grayish. Font color gray. Right. Font color here. Okay, let's change the names then. This will be, and right click and just change that to tax. And this is subtotal, and here we have total. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is just to speed up the design of the whole system, then I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, the interface is now ready. So if I run it, this is what you guys will see. Here, this is what you see. Now move the logo up, and that's how everything looks like. But none of these buttons do anything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to exit out, and right here we can go straight into the project here and just right click in here and add new, create a class right in there. I'm gonna call that class I quit, and there. So let's click on finish. Now when we look in there, that's the class in there. Okay, right here where we have I quit, okay, you enter as follows. I can always go to my previous program and just copy it right there. That's the exit. So come in here, paste that in there, and just click on OK. Now in here, this message box would like to import the JString and JFrame, then the JString option as well. So click on OK, accept that. Now let me show you guys the lines of code. Those are the lines of codes. Alright, so we have one single error there, so I believe because I have 1, 2. Okay, so I think there should be one more, I think. So let's come right in here and add one more there. Yeah, that's it. The error is gone because I have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 curly braces. So I should also have 3. Alright, 3 closing curly braces. And that is those are the lines of code for my exit. So what's going on here is if the option shown, if I then end up selecting true, yes, then exit. So let's change this. Let's change this to inventory management system. There we go. I will now call this. So let's come in here and go straight into our system here. Right in here, right click on the exit, go to event, add action, action perform, and right inside action perform, let's try that again. Right inside action perform, I'm going to declare the following. Let's create an object, I exit, and let's say C exit. That's the name of my object. Object C exit equals new I quit. There. Now let's say C exit dot quit, this very one. Okay, there we go. It's actually calling the quit in here, this one. Alright, that's the one I've just called, and that's my exit in there, and that's the class that I've just called here. If the option selected is yes, then the system should exit. Alright, so let's come into our program here and just run it and see. There we go. So let's try out the exit. There we go, guys. Can you see that? Inventory management system, confirm if you want to exit. Nope. And confirm if you want to exit. Yes, there we go. Right. So borrowing that code make that easy. Now the next thing we want to do is I'm going to create another class. This other class, I'm going to use that to carry out the tax calculation. So let's go back in here. Let's right click here and create another class, new Java class, and let me call that, I'm just going to call that C-tax or IC-tax. IC-tax, yeah, that's it. And just click on finish. So I can also just copy my tax variable that I used earlier inside one of the class. Where is it? There we go. Look at it. You can just come right down here. That's it. I used it earlier. I can just copy it from here down here. So right here, that is the field, or you can call that the data member. And here, that is my method. So I'm just going to copy that, paste it inside my IC tags here. There we go, guys. This is called code reusability. That makes life easy for me. So I'll be using this to work out my tasks. Okay, now let's take care of another very simple problem here. Let's come into the design, and here the reset. Let's take care of the resets. I'm going to right click on the reset. However, I will not be using the other method. I'll be using a for loop. So the first thing I will do is I'm going to declare, let's say J, that will be J text field. Let me call that clear text equals nothing there. Then let's use a for loop for the components. That will be the components within the panel that I'll be referring to, the J panel. Let's say J panel. So let's see this panel. This one is panel what? That's panel 3 and panel 2. Okay, I want to call all of these text box. So panel 2 dots get components. Where there we go, components. All right, and enter a curly bracket there, the components now. So let's say if c dot get class dot to string dot contains that should be dot contains. That will be, let's go for Java dot swing dot J text field. Then enter another curly braces. Now I now want clear text, this very one, clear text equals J text field. That is C. Clear text dot set text. Let's set the text, all of the text content, set them to 0. Okay, I'm going to take advantage of that as well. So clear text dot set enable equals false. So that is for my clear. Right, take a good look at this. So if I click on this button, what will happen is there will be zeros in there and it will disable the text box. Let's take a good look at the text box. So if I run it now, look at all my text box, there's nothing in there. Officially, when it starts running, I want some text in it. So the one I refer to is in panel, or did I say panel 1? That is wrong. So close that. That should have been panel 2 or panel 3. Okay, let me just run it now, because panel 1 is the one with the title. That's panel 1, that's 2 or 3. So if I click on this, look at what happened. It actually disables and populates it with zeros. So that's how I want my system to be. So I will only be able to enable it with this very button, with this checkbox. So now for panel, that's panel 2. Okay, then let me copy this for panel 3. Copy, and let's put a break there. This is for panel 3. As you can see, I did not bother to declare the JText field anymore because it's already there. So if I run it now and click on the reset button, you see what happened? So that's easier than using this method. Look at the method I'm talking of. JTXE, let's say ram dot set text and that. You see, it's easier. This is easier because I do have a lot of them to go through. So I've only written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code to take care of all that. Alright, so and I would like the same thing to be repeated with all of this checkbox. So I want them unchecked. So to do that, I'm going to copy all of these, copy it up to there. Let's just enter a line there so that there's no error. So paste that in there. Okay, now instead of, let's go back in there right here. Instead of where is it? So this will be known as J checkbox. Right, J checkbox. Let me give the name. Let's just call it that's the name. I'm gonna copy this and paste it here. And here as well. Here. But in this case, this becomes a checkbox. Copy changes to checkbox. Right. But I don't want this. That's panel 2. Okay, let me copy this for panel 3 then. Instead of changing it, let's paste this there for panel 3. That's panel 3 here. Now, what I want to change in here, that is supposed to be dot sets. So let's get rid of this. I don't really need this anymore. So that's just going to be CSL dot set selected equals false. There we go. And just copy this, paste it here for this. That's all. That should take care of my resets. And if that works as expected, I'm going to copy it for the form load, really. Okay, now come in here, run the program, and click on this. There we go, guys. Look at that. Supposing all of these are checked, let's see what's going to happen now. If they are checked and you want to reset the system, let's click on that. Okay, let's run it again. Oh, there's an error there somewhere. Okay, yeah, I think this is the error. This is supposed to be J checkbox. Alright, let's get that rectified. Yep, paste that in there. Paste that there as well. Alright, let's refresh and run. Now, let's check all of these. And you guys will see what will happen now. So when I click on reset, there we go. You see that? So that makes life easy for me. Instead of writing long lines of code, I've just copy and paste. So I'm going to copy all of these. Let's copy them. I think here up to there. Copy, Control C, and now let's go straight on to the form. Right click on the form, let's select event, window activate, right in here inside window activate. So when I click on run, that's what's going to happen. So if I run it now, compile first before running it, and there we go. You see the system is disabled, so we can only enable it with this by clicking on any of these buttons. Alright, that's how easy that one is. Have a good look at this lines of code. It's very handy. You might need it. Okay, it's the same line of code anyway. There might be another easiest way, but this is still useful. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to have to call it the end of this first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the second part.